This video uses clips and are fair use for commentary and analysis. All opinions are my own. Let's watch this.
I can't be the only one who sees that if we stay on this track as a country, that within the next 12 months, we're going to see the absolute decimation of the entry-level white-collar economy, right? I can't be the only one that sees that AI has already put coders, data scientists, website builders on the back burner, and we're quickly seeing a world where even things like paralegals, CNAs, administrative work, marketers that are just completely out of date now in comparison to the instantaneous 24/7 doesn't require payroll worker that is now AI. How many kids are sitting in their 3rd or 5th year of college getting their degree in their specific niche, knowing now that AI more than likely is not just going to be a competitive factor in their job market, but may outright replace them, if not already, soon. Even gig economy things like, let's talk about content creation. Do you understand how much content is going to be going out? How many creators are going to be AI backed, AI infused, AI optimized to pump out so much content at a corporate level that we're going to lose trust in new faces and new voices. You're going to see a new creator pop up and you're going to think, is this AI? Is this person real? We're going to cling to the creators we know, and the creator space, the content creator space, is going to become so much more competitive with optimal content. I watched an AI gorilla do a vlog from a forest, and it was good. And it was completely built by AI. AI podcasts, AI creators, AI content streams, AI job markets. We're going to be not just influenced, we are going to be infiltrated by AI. And within the next year, within the next 12 months, save this, rub it in my face if I'm wrong, but in the next 12 months, we are going to see the death of the entry-level white-collar economy.
Robots are stealing human jobs faster than anyone predicted, and 8 major industries just proved human workers are becoming completely obsolete. Waymo autonomous taxis are already serving 200,000 paid rides per week with 0 human drivers, while Amazon deployed 750,000 warehouse robots that sort packages faster and more accurately than any human worker. In China, robotic gas station attendants refuel cars without human help, and robot chefs trained on 5 million recipes are cooking restaurant-quality meals with perfect precision every single time. Boston Dynamics robots are now operating professional film cameras and performing backflips while capturing movie scenes, completely replacing human camera operators who spent decades mastering their craft. The most terrifying example is robots repairing high-voltage power lines because utility companies realize machines never get electrocuted, never fall, and never demand overtime pay or health insurance. These aren't prototypes or future concepts. Every single one of these robots is working right now.
Medical professionals or anybody looking to be a medical professional, please just listen to me. So be very careful. If you have not already made the decision to go into medical, you might want to think twice and make sure you double check a whole bunch of boxes, because AI is literally taking over. If you have not heard of Agent Hospital, look it up. It can treat 3,000 patients in one day with 0 human assistance. That's a robot. We also have things that are being piloted in labs, taking over lab assistants, taking over the scientists in the lab. We have people or programs that are taking over radiology positions because they can diagnose and put a treatment plan together for x-rays, CT scans, MRIs, quicker with more accuracy rate. And then we've got things like the Da Vinci for surgeries, where it's completely, you're almost eliminating the human need in surgeries. It's the accuracy rate and the error rate is corrected by so much in so many areas. We also have things that are being piloted in the US, like little robot machines that come to the patients, and a doctor can operate it from outside of the area. But again, we already got a robot that can treat 3,000 patients in a day. Be very careful when looking into the medical field. Granted, a robot cannot take over the empathy and the specific care that humans can give. But when the accuracy rate is a lot higher, and we have so many issues with people who are getting into the medical field for the wrong reasons, and then tainting that field for the ones of us who are like really good and passionate about what we do, it's going to make it a whole lot harder for us to be able to fight against this. So if you are not somebody who has a complete passion for medical care, please just go in a different direction.
AI is going to replace 92 million jobs. And everyone's like, don't worry about it, just develop new skills. But there's a huge problem. So the big report that came out about this was basically there are 3 new skills that you have to master if you want to survive in the new job climate: carbon intelligence, virtual intelligence, and AI proficiency. Q, what do any of those mean? how do you measure those skills? I'm calling BS on this, guys. I think that there's going to be a huge talent gap and nobody's going to know how to fill it.
Will AI take my job?
I think AI can absolutely take people's jobs because of the way that Silicon Valley has started pitching the technology to try and earn back all the money that they're spending, which they're going to executives and saying, we can make your workforce a lot cheaper by giving you these AI tools.
So if you have this concept of a drop-in employee, you have free labor, physical and cognitive, trillions of dollars of it. It makes no sense to hire humans for most jobs. If I can just get, a $20 subscription or a free model to do what an employee does, first, anything on a computer will be automated. And next, I think humanoid robots are maybe 5 years behind. So in 5 years, all the physical labor can also be automated. So we're looking at a world where we have levels of unemployment we've never seen before. I'm not talking about 10% unemployment, which is scary, but 99%. All you have left is jobs where, for whatever reason, you prefer another human would do it for you. But anything else can be fully automated.
AI is just going to replace everybody. In the past, new technologies have come in which didn't lead to joblessness. New jobs were created. So the classic example people use is automatic teller machines. When automatic teller machines came in, a lot of bank tellers didn't lose their jobs. They just got to do more interesting things or more complicated things. But here, I think this is more like when they got machines in the Industrial Revolution, and you can't have a job digging ditches now because a machine can dig ditches much better than you can. And I think for mundane intellectual labor, AI is just going to replace everybody.
Let me show you something. Microsoft has just released a report showing which jobs are most endangered by AI and which ones are the safest. The top jobs that are endangered: market research analysts, news analysts and broadcast announcers, advertising sales agents, reporters and journalists. So forward this to anybody you know is already looking into going into these directions. Political scientists, CNC tool programmers, mathematicians, web developers, data scientists, sales representatives, especially of services, public relations specialists, technical writers, editors, proofreaders and copy markers, ticket agents and travel clerks. And the most endangered 5 jobs: telemarketers, customer service representatives, writers and authors, historians, and the most endangered job: interpreters and translators. They also announced the safest jobs from AI, meaning AI cannot perform these tasks or does not have any meaningful impact. Bridge and lock tenders, gas compressor operators, surgical assistants, foundry mold and core makers, automotive glass installers, dredge operators, highway maintenance workers, pile driver operators, logging equipment operators, industrial tractor operators, construction laborers, water treatment plant operators, maids and housekeeping cleaners, massage therapists, tire repairers and changers, cement masons and concrete finishers, roofers, dishwashers, phlebotomists, and the most safe job so far is nursing assistant.
I got replaced by AI on Friday. I didn't expect it to happen, so let me explain. I'm the voice of a network called Buzzer. It's a fast network that plays reruns of game shows. It's not the biggest thing in the world, but I've always dreamed of voicing networks, and it's my first. On Friday, I got a call from one of the producers who I love and adore, and he has had my back through all of this because they tried to go AI years ago. He's basically like, hey man, finally came down from the top. They're going AI. We are working with 11 Labs. For those of you that don't know, 11 Labs has stolen voices. That's the easiest way I can say it. Now, where they were explicitly stealing or they were buying libraries of voices and then training the model and then not telling those people, oh, hey, we're also using your voice for this, which is where you need to have consent, compensation, and clarity of the model, the 3 C's.
We have our first evidence that AI is starting to affect the job market quantitatively. There are 2 categories that I want to talk about. Both have seen declines in headcount over time. The first is early career customer service reps, and the second is early career software developers. In both cases, we have very established AI products that are out. I doubt me saying this feels like news to a lot of you, because the reality is by the time something shows up in the data, it's kind of already in everybody's lives and people are just telling the story about it. But this sets up a problem, doesn't it? How do we get future senior talent? I don't see a world where we aren't going to need experienced humans, and we actually see increased demand for experienced software developers. We see increased demands for deeply experienced customer service people. Those headcounts are going up. Well, how do we make more of them? Traditionally, we've had junior folks come in. If you don't hire junior folks, who are you going to hire in a decade? The industry does not have an answer for this, and it is an answer that we are all going to have to figure out in the next few years, because we're going to run out of senior people.
You know, after watching all these clips, it's clear this isn't just some passing tech trend, but it's actually a ground shift. It's not happening 20 years from now. It's happening right now in real time. So think about it. For decades, the advice was go to school, get a degree, learn a trade, and you'll be safe. Well, that rule book just got shredded. And it's not just factory jobs or fast food positions on the shopping block anymore. We're talking about graphic designers, coders, journalists, paralegals, jobs that used to be considered stable, even prestigious. Now companies are openly asking themselves, why pay a salary when AI can do it cheaper for a fraction of the cost? And here's the part that gets me. The people at the top love to pitch this as innovation and progress. But really, is it innovation? It's really about squeezing workers even harder, because the productivity gains, they're not going to you and me. They're not lowering your rent. They're not cutting your grocery bill. And they're definitely not making healthcare more affordable. They're padding corporate profits while leaving workers scrambling to figure out where they fit in the new economy. And meanwhile, politicians are way behind the curve. Instead of asking tough questions like, how do we retrain millions of workers? How do we make sure people can survive when the entire industries collapse overnight? They're distracted. They're fighting culture wars, pointing fingers, and pretending like the future isn't already here. And here is where it gets really dangerous. Because when you hollow out jobs, when you make people feel disposable, you create a generation of people that feel cheated, angry, and left behind. And we've already seen that, where that can lead politically. So, if we don't get serious about regulating AI, about making sure its benefits are shared instead of hoarded, we're going to look back at this moment the way we look back at the Industrial Revolution, but this time without the safety nets. The people building the AI are moving fast. But the question is, can our leaders, can society catch up before it's too late? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, guys. It's getting crazy. Thanks for watching. Please share and subscribe.